Hello, in this video I'll show you how to replace the timing belt kit and water pump on Peugeot 307 2 liters HDI. The timing belt is located on the side of the engine, right there. First we'll start by removing the wheel. Next we'll remove the cover underneath the engine and also the mudguard on the right wheel. Now we have access to the serpentine belt. We're gonna remove the serpentine belt. That's the tensioner right there, the top pulley. We need to turn the tensioner pulley anti-clockwise in order to remove the belt. Next, we'll remove the crankshaft pulley. Next, to remove the bolts of the timing belt lower cover. Next, we need to remove the right engine mount, but first we need to hold the engine with a jack underneath. So this is the engine mount. There's 4 bolts, 2 on each side that we need to remove, and 3 other bolts that are on the engine. and that's the engine mount removed. Next, we remove the bolts for the timing belt topper cover and remove the cover. Next, we will lift the engine up and start removing the engine mount bracket or engine mount support. And now that the engine mount support is out, we have access to the timing belt. Next, we'll put the bolt on the crankshaft so that we can turn the crankshaft to get the engine into position top dead center on number 1 cylinder. There are no timing marks on the crankshaft sprocket. There's only a timing mark on the camshaft sprocket. So we need to turn the crankshaft sprocket until camshaft is until we can lock the camshaft, and then we can mark the crankshaft with Tipex. Okay, the camshaft now is in a position to be locked. This is my locking tool for the camshaft. I need to put it into the hole and it should go all the way into the engine. And the locking tool is in. Next we need to mark the crankshaft. Also we can mark the belt on the crankshaft and on the camshaft, and then put the same marks on the new belt and put the new belt in exactly the same places, in exactly the same teeth. So I've done the mark on the camshaft. Next I'll do the crankshaft. First I'll do a mark of the exact position of the crankshaft. So I'll mark the crankshaft and the part of the engine so that we can see exactly if it moves, bring it back, and also I'll mark the belt along with on the crankshaft. Now that everything is marked, I can loosen the tensioner and remove the belt. I'll just get the bolt loose on the tensioner, and then I'll use this tool. This tool exactly. I'll use it to turn the tensioner clockwise so that it releases a bit more of the tension so that I can get the belt out easier. And then after I turn clockwise the tensioner, I need to tighten the bolt again. This way. Once that is done, I can remove the belt. Next, I need to remove the tensioner pulley, and then there's two other pulleys, parasitic pulleys, that I need to replace, and also the water pump. First, I'm removing the tensioner pulley. Next, I'm gonna remove the parasitic pulley. And now I can remove the water pump. The water pump is held by 4 or 5 bolts, 5 or 6 bolts actually, and we can remove them and just pull the water pump out. Make sure you have something underneath to get all the coolant when you remove the water pump. Now we can put on the new water pump. I've lubricated the gasket with a little bit of grease, and we can replace the water pump. Here I'm going to show you the exact instructions for removal and installation of the timing belt. I'm not doing it exactly as it is because I haven't got all the locking tools, but my way is also good. Here you can also see the tightening torques of the parasitic pulley, the tensioner and everything. Next, to start replacing the parasitic pulley and the tensioner pulley. Once we put on the tensioner pulley, we'll make sure the tensioner pulley is facing, the hole is facing the rear of the car, so that it's in a position where the timing belt will be as loose as possible. This way we'll place the timing belt easier. And now we can start make sure the markings are aligning with the markings on the crankshaft and the camshaft, if you have marked. With me here, the mark on the camshaft is in the exact position, and on the crankshaft as well. Next, I'm going to get the bolt on the tensioner pulley loose so that I can tighten the belt. This is the tool that I'm gonna be using to tighten the belt. There is no mark on the tensioner how tight the belt should be, so it has to be done by feel. So now I'm going to turn the tensioner with this tool clockwise in order to tighten the belt. You tighten the belt by you have to feel it. On where I'm touching it right there is it has to make maximum of 90 degrees when turning the belt. And if it's making more than 90 degrees, that means you need to tighten it more. Yeah, when I turn the belt, it's making 90 degrees, which is good. After the belt is tight enough, I have to tighten the tensioner bolt to specs. After the tensioner bolt is tightened, I have to check again the belt if it's tight enough, and then I can remove the locking tool from the camshaft, and then I'll turn the crankshaft 2 times and see if everything is alright. When I turn the crankshaft 2 times, the locking tool should go in exactly in the hole on the camshaft. Okay, we made 2 turns on the crankshaft, so now the locking tool should go in there easily. And the locking tool is in, that means everything is done perfect. We can still check the tightness of the belt. If everything is alright, we can assemble everything in the reverse order. Thank you for watching.